Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video is all about the most unique fragrances in my collection, and I am working in partnership today with Dossier. You guys have heard me speak about this company before. I really enjoy their fragrances. You guys see that my collection is sitting at 420 fragrances right now. One of their fragrances is actually in my top 10 for life. Now that says a lot. So today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about two fragrances that Dossier sent to me that were kind enough and generous enough to send them to me so that I could talk to you guys about them. So if you've never heard about Dossier, what they are is they are an inspiration house. And what they do is they understand the concept that people love to smell good and they don't want to be excluded from certain fragrances because they can't afford a $250 retail price tag. There are fragrances as low as $29.99 when you're dealing with Dossier. They have an amazing website. They're always coming out with new fragrances. And to be honest, the fragrances that I have that I love from them the most, I enjoy more than the original house. Like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I prefer their Oriental Cherry. And also Tom Ford's Metalique. I much prefer Dossier's Pottery Hawthorn. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is the box that it comes in. Very cute, very sleek. I love the minimalistic approach and look of the bottles. You're not doing too much. They are focusing on the juice. You're still going to get something very attractive to put on your shelf, but not done in such a way that they have to charge you $500 or $600 for the bottle. You get this card, which gives you the name, their name of the fragrance. So this one here is floral honeysuckle. The notes, the top notes are green leaves, orange, honeysuckle. The middle notes are jasmine, sambac, and tuberose. The base notes are orris, sandalwood, and vanilla. And this is inspired by Gucci Bloom Eau de Parfum. Here is the beautiful bottle. Floral honeysuckle, as it tells you. I love this. And like the magnetic top. Oh, and just a nice sturdy glass bottle. So some of these come with a small little sample. Some don't. I think they're phasing out the samples, and that's okay because they still do the returns. So if you get this and it's not for you, you return it, you get your money back. I don't really know of many other houses that will do that for you. So again, this is floral honeysuckle. You get the name, you get the notes right here. So you don't even always have to keep up with this card, to be honest. They also sent me another one, and this one did come with the sample, so I was able to play around with this one. This is called Floriental Tuberose, and the top notes are orange blossom and rose. The middle notes are tuberose and daffodil. And the base notes are benzoin, musk, and orris. And this is inspired by Diptyque's Du Sun Eau de Parfum. Now, I didn't like Gucci Bloom, the original Eau de Parfum. But this one here is smoother. And it doesn't cause a headache because Gucci Bloom was headache inducing to me. And when it comes to, let me take it out of the box, Floriental Tuberose, which is based off of Du Sun by Diptyque, I've never smelled this. I've actually never tried any of the fragrances by Diptyque. Here's the thing for me. Most of the time when I'm trying Dossier fragrances, I haven't smelled the originals. And here's the thing. I don't care. So I think it's beautiful that in the ones that I have been able to compare, I can absolutely, without a doubt, I almost dropped that, it scared me. I can absolutely, without a doubt, tell you that I prefer the Dossier version more. It's blended better. In the areas where there was something about the original I didn't like, they corrected it. So if we're going to talk about the Gucci Bloom, or even better yet, I'll talk to you about one I recently smelled from them. And it was their version of Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. You guys from this channel, Terra Squad, you already know that is a perfume I do not talk about. I don't deal with. I did not have a good experience with Flower Bomb. However, their version is exquisite, and I am going to be talking about it in another video that I've already filmed. I just need to let you guys know their version gets rid of that very overbearing patchouli note. So they did the patchouli in a way that it doesn't overtake everything the way the original Flower Bomb did for me. So I am a huge fan. Again, I think stating the fact that I have 420 perfumes and they have one that is in my top 10 for life states enough about how much I like Dossier fragrances. So I do have a discount code that I'm going to put in the description box, as well as a specified link for you to click on when you go and you do your shopping. If you're the type of person who wants to smell good, you want to enjoy those fragrances that everybody's just ranting and raving about, but you don't want to destroy your pocketbook and your bank account, give Dossier a try. You'll probably love them. To start this unique list off, I do want to mention two fragrances that I think are super iconic and unfortunately don't get counted amongst those unique fragrances because so many other houses have made their own versions. So there's so many inspired by fragrances for Delina and for Maison Francis Kirk de Jean's Baccarat Rouge 540. That doesn't negate the fact that when they were created, when they first came out, they stood out amongst all the rest. I mean, that's what makes them iconic. That's what makes them some of the best-selling, most talked about on YouTube and all over the world fragrances, because they really were unique when they were released. So I have to pay homage to them. I have to bow down to the queen and the king. Why is Baccarat a boy? I don't know. I just made that up. But anyway, Delina and MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540. I love you forever, and you will always be unique to me because you came first. Doesn't matter what's been created since then. However, the price tags on those jokers are just outright disrespectful. So thank goodness for those inspired by fragrances for those of us who might not be able to spend the coin that Delina and MFK 540 are asking for. First up on my list, I want to talk about Serge Lutens Detour Noir. So this fragrance has a lot going on in it. This is definitely a tuberose, osmanthus, apricot fragrance. I really do love the coconut and the almond and the myrrh and the tonka bean. Like, guys, this just goes on and on and on and on when it comes to the notes. But I'll tell you this. Man, you pick them up. Every time you smell this, you're going to get something different. This is a very unique fragrance to me. Even more so unique in the sense that I can't believe I like it. I remember when Lulu was talking about this on her channel, and I mentioned that I wanted to get it, and she was like, you probably won't like this. Like, you know, But I did, and she and I were both shocked that I enjoyed this. This is one that was, it took a little time. But most of Serge Lutens, you know, this is a line that is not safe. This is definitely for the risk takers out there in the world. So I really do like this fragrance. It calls to me more in the fall and in the winter. And I enjoy the fact that every time I smell this fragrance, I pick up something different. I really do love the fact that they have osmanthus and apricot in here because so many people just, what a fragrant. I mean, just, I know we call them fragrances, but some are more fragrant than others. This one, I just really like it. And it's definitely unique. I don't own anything else that smells like this. When it comes to being unique, to me, that can mean so many different things. And with this fragrance, the creaminess in it, the cleanness in it, the vibe that it throws. I mean, I literally obsess about this fragrance, and it transports me again to like the greatest, most natural spa place that you could ever exist in this world. It is the ultimate in femininity and in just like an ethereal spa-ness. I can't speak enough about this. This is Mont Blanc signature for her. This is just, there's vanilla. The white, this is one of the best musk fragrances I've ever smelled in my entire life. There is ylang ylang in here. There's a clementine note in here that just, it just smells like the cleanest thing you could ever wear without being soapy. You know I don't like soapy fragrances. This is just clean and pretty and beautiful and outstanding and amazing in the most laid back, chill way. I mean, I just can't get enough of this. This is absolutely a top 10 for life. I love this fragrance. We absolutely have to talk about the fragrance that blew me away in 2021. You guys already know, another top 10 for life for me. And even though it's a very fruity fragrance, a very sweet fragrance, nothing has hit me like this one in terms of smelling like fruit punch Kool-Aid. This is so unique and so beautiful to my collection. It just outshines the rest of my fruities. This is Room 129 by the Taliaferro. Backup bottle worthy. I definitely have a backup bottle. Oh, this fragrance means so much to me. It's just childhood happiness in a bottle, y'all. Love it. This next fragrance is one that has been talked about all over YouTube, and either you love it or you don't. This is the biggest bang for your buck on sandalwood that I've ever come across that actually smells feminine to me. And the sandalwood is what makes you either love it or hate it. This is Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Her. The uniqueness for me with the whipped cream and the chestnut, that combination with the sandalwood is absolutely incredible. I love the creaminess and lactonic vibe of this, and I absolutely love how loud it is. You can take over the world with this fragrance in the best way. Doesn't have to be something that's like oody and off-putting and polarizing. Although to some, because of the sandalwood, they may, describe this as polarizing. But for me, oh, she's such a beauty. And I mean, she does so well in the high heat as well as the extreme cold. I seriously love a universal fragrance that can just stay with me through all of the seasons of the Midwest. So Zadig and Voltaire, unique because of the whipped cream, chestnut, super mega dose of sandalwoods, and still pulls feminine. Absolutely love her. This next fragrance is one that I am always on the fence about. I tell you guys in every which way that I can how much I love it, but that I just never reach for it. This is Kenzo World Power. This is such a beautiful cypress, tonka bean, sea salt fragrance. I just enjoy it. That's pretty much all I got. I mean, to smell it from this bottle, it just smells so pretty to me. I'm trying to get my mind to wrap itself around the idea that we can actually wear this out of the house instead of just smelling it from the bottle. But it is unique in the sense that it definitely leads or lends a very masculine vibe and feel to me. But I'm swept in by the tonka bean and the sea salt, two notes I love so much, and I'm okay with that to a point. Now I just need to push myself over that edge. I really want to enjoy this. This is also another universal fragrance. It smells equally as good in the high heat as it does in the winter. So yeah, I'm going to have to get over myself. Kenzo World Power, definitely a really unique fragrance to me. This next fragrance is from the House of Mancera, and it is almost indescribable. There are so many flowers in here. There's so many fruits in here. You have your ambergris. It's woody. It's just, it is a tart, fantastic, fruity explosion of happiness, love, laughter, and all things beautiful in this world. This is Juicy Flowers by the House of Mancera. So much going on in the best freaking way. A very chaotic and busy fragrance, but nothing is herky-jerky. Nothing is mismatched when it's being blended. When you have so many notes in a fragrance and you can pull it off like this, where it almost smells like the best, cleanest, fruitiest, girly oud that you could ever find in life. Like, this is what I would love all oud fragrances to have in it. This note that Mancera does that is apparently not oud, but comes across like so much better than every other oud I've ever smelled. And what I wish oud really was, um, Juicy Flowers, guys, amazing. I am going to stick with the House of Mancera. As you guys will notice if you've been watching my channel, a lot of times when I mention Juicy Flowers, I'm also talking about this one. This is Roses Greedy. Another very unique fragrance. This is a rose fragrance without a doubt. Absolutely 100%. But it's not like any other rose fragrance you have. It's like the best watery rose fragrance with the perfect amount of sweetness. Not too sweet. The sweetness is just there because it needs to be, not because it's trying to be. Hello, can I get an amen? Y'all ain't ready. This is, oh man, this is another one that you just have a hard time describing. But yo, I'm so freaking glad Lulu sent me these samples because I don't even know what I was doing with my life without these in my collection. Beautiful fragrances. Rose done in a way I've never experienced before. Top tier uniqueness in a bottle. That's just what you're going to get when you're looking at Roses Greedy, in my opinion. I mean, I literally love these two fragrances. This next fragrance is unique, not only because I had never heard of the house before, but also because it is the most effervescent fragrance I own. This is so bubbly and it pulls just like 7-Up, like on your skin, like the best lemon lime fizzy thing that you could douse yourself in and just smell amazing in the heat of summer. This is from Gallivant and it is called Brooklyn. Now, I don't know that Brooklyn smells like this. I've never been to New York or Brooklyn. However, this is definitely what summers smelled like, whether you were drinking a Sprite or a 7-Up, maybe even a Sierra Mist, but not really because I don't really vibe with that like that. But just the best thing about a hot summer day and a cold soda before we knew about the dangers and the detriment of high fructose corn syrup. But I don't even know if Sprite still has that in there. And I don't know if 7-Up ever did, but I digress. Sodas are not the best things for you to drink. So that's just my little PSA. Anyway, Brooklyn just makes me smile. I never thought that I needed an effervescent fizzy soda like lemon lime soda at that like vibe to wear. Like that just never would have crossed my mind. But now that I have it, I dig it. I really, really enjoy it. So again, that is Brooklyn from the House of Gallivant. Just a really fun summer fragrance. This next fragrance is absolutely stunning to the point that I am afraid to use the bottle because it's discontinued. I had a sample and then a decant of this, and my goodness, you guys, this is from the House of Mugler, and this is called Alien Mirage. This is the first fragrance that I smelled that came across literally like not aquatic in the sense that you're thinking seawater and things like that. No, this was like the freshest, best mineralistic water you could find in the best creek, just the purest form of whatever I'm trying to describe right now. When I hauled this, I did my best to try to describe this fragrance. It's one of those that it's a doozy. You got to experience it to really know what I'm talking about. But this fragrance is beautiful. The fact that it would be discontinued just comes across as criminal to me. Criminally negligent. You should not discontinue this fragrance. You should, if anything, use this as the new face of the line. I digress, but Alien Mirage. Absolutely stunning. Last but not least on this list, this is the actual Dossier fragrance that I was telling you guys is in my top 10 for life. The uniqueness factor blew me away. Now, even though this is inspired by Tom Ford's Metalique, this is more feminine. It is sweeter. It projects and lasts longer on me. This is Pottery Hawthorn. This is akin to the same vibe I get from Alien Mirage. These fragrances that come across like mineralistic and just like this clear, pure water vibe, and like copper and other precious metals, and but just blended to perfection, that just smell amazing. Smell like something you want to wear. Like, who knew we needed fragrances that vibe like that? I didn't. I didn't know we need that. We needed that. I need it because, again, I can't see myself without this in my collection. I just cannot. Again, that is Pottery Hawthorn from the House of Dossier. I would love to hear from you guys. Tell me what your most unique fragrances are and why it's unique to you. I know there are so many different reasons why a fragrance could be unique to us. While you're here, please do not forget to click that like button and subscribe to my channel. Join the Tarot Squad. Love to have you here. Also, click that notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. If you have tried fragrances from the House of Dossier, let me know what your favorites are. And if you are someone that's been looking for the perfect inspiration house, I think you should give them a try. Again, you really don't have risk if they are offering you to return your fragrance if it doesn't work out for you and get a full refund. I can't think of better customer service to me personally. Thank you again, Dossier, for being so kind and generous enough to send me your fragrances. I really appreciate it. And just as a little side note, you guys, little fun fact, I will be gifting away these 2 fragrances to one of you guys. More to come on that. So, as always, I love to talk to you guys in the comments. We're going to do that. And until then,